Hiya, just wanted to give an update on my turkey teeth. It's been 2 days now since I've been home, so I thought I would update you all on how it feels, things to consider, and just how I'm generally getting on. Faced quite a lot of questions from people since we've been back, and things like, oh, I'd love to do that, I wish I had the bottles to do that, how much does it cost, what are the pros, what are the cons. So I thought I'd keep a little video diary, and hopefully if it can help others out, that's great. So first thing first, 2 days back. How does it feel? Not too bad at all, really. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different. There's a few words that are a little bit more difficult than others, so you've got to get used to a slight change in your speech. I'm not dribbling as much now as I was, but I still get the occasional little dribble coming down the side. So yeah, how does it feel? So not too bad at all, actually. Not too bad. Obviously, they're not your proper teeth, so you are going to notice a slight difference. One of the main things I would say is the rear bigger teeth are probably a little bit wider than you used to. Obviously, they sit over, if you've had dental crowns, they sit over the top of what was your tooth that's now been shaved down to a lovely little peg. So yeah, they are a little bit bigger. One of the things that probably, I wouldn't say bothered me, but I've noticed the most is behind the lower teeth. They're really smooth, and it's something I'm not used to. So my tongue's constantly rubbing on my lower teeth, and it feels like it's quite smooth. Now, I'm told you get used to that. I'm told it's the norm, but it does take a bit of getting used to. As you can see, they fit perfectly on top of each other, and that was probably the main reason I went to Turkey, was my bite was out. I was constantly getting jaw ache, jaw click. So one thing to say now is, once they've mapped it out and worked out your bite, if you can get that right, they sit perfectly on top of each other, which is a game changer for me. Few things to consider, really. I'm 2 days back. Can I eat normally? Yes. If I hadn't had my wisdom teeth removed, I'd say I could eat perfectly normally. At the moment, I'm having to eat on my left-hand side, on this side, because the 2 dental implants, obviously I've got stitches and everything along there, a little bit tender. I don't really want to be eating on that side, but not the end of the world. Just got to concentrate a little bit more when you're eating, to push the food to that side. But I had burger and chips last night because I haven't had the chance to go shopping yet, so ate that fairly comfortably. So yeah, not too bad at all. So I'm in a little bit of discomfort, but nothing major, just something normal paracetamol can deal with. So yeah, not too bad at all, can get on. The other side, obviously a little bit different, because I'm just trying to manage the stitches and manage the wounds that they've left, and they come from about there all the way around. Just a few things to consider if you're thinking of going. If you think you need dental implants, if you know you're going to have tooth out and teeth missing, one thing that wasn't explained to me is you will have to go back. So what they've done is they've drilled down like 2 screws, really, housings into your jaw, and it's quite brutal. However, what I would say is you don't feel it at all. I've had some pretty bad experiences of it, really, of the pain. However, that's on one thing that didn't hurt. So on the x-rays now, it just shows 2 great big bolts down into your jaw. What they need to do with that is they obviously need to settle and heal. So I've been told if you wait about 3 months, 3 months is the going rate, really. If you go back before, and you can do, you're taking a slight risk. If you wait the 3 months and beyond, you're pretty safe. So I'm looking to go back around the end of September, hopefully when the weather's still half decent. So yeah, got to go back for them. What they'll then do is, apparently they test the torque, they put the bolts in, and then you go back to have the crowns put on top. I'm not sure of the aftercare from there. Aftercare for your normal crowns, I've been told wash normally. Try not to use whitening toothpaste or the toothpaste with like the grit and the bits in to clean your teeth, because that could scratch your teeth. Other than that, normal sensitive toothpaste. Continue to use mouthwash, normal mouthwash. I've read some things about get non-alcohol and stuff, but they was like, no, just use mouthwash. Told to get a water flosser, which I've done, and that's an experience. Don't do that fully clothed, because you soon realise you get absolutely soaked when you do so. But bottle water flosser, it's going to take a bit of getting used to. And other than that, really, just live a normal life. Can eat what you want in some respects. Probably the The two things majorly they said that you shouldn't eat: don't eat a raw carrot, so using your front teeth to bite down on something really hard, and don't eat an apple. Don't use your front teeth to bite on some real sort of crunchy apple. Can still eat them, cut them down smaller, eat them like that. Not the end of the world. Other than that, really, just learning as I go. It's not been, say, too bad at the moment. A few things to consider and a few things that people are asking. Probably do your homework. I went with a company called Dentacay. Can't knock them too much, really. A little bit of customer service when you're out there, but they're a business. They're trying to get a lot of people through, and I respect that. But the results are absolute first class. What we'll say, a lot of people I met out there, and a lot of people are going back for the second time, third time. Some people's first time. You obviously get to meet people at the hotel. Is every single person was absolutely amazed with their new smile. I didn't hear any horror stories or any issues with dentistry work that's gone wrong. People that says, "I wish I hadn't bothered." Some of the gripes are just the little bit of communication that could have been a little bit better. That could easily be just the differences in language and differences in places, but didn't bother me in the slightest. Another thing that's quite apparent is there are obviously a lot of dentists doing it now. There's a lot of horror stories. Go on Instagram, go on social media, and you've only got to type in turkey teeth at the top and you do see some horror stories. So whoever you go with, seriously do your homework. Make sure they're the right place for you. Make sure you've got the right amount of money. Don't get fooled by going somewhere because they house you on a beach. They put you on a beach and you think you're going to get a holiday out of it. That's not why you're going. You're not going on holiday. You want to come back with a nice set of teeth that you haven't got to worry about, and you're not going to have future complications. So yeah, please do your homework. For me personally, Dentacay was absolutely great. Put them in a really nice hotel. Facility is absolutely brilliant. Not too far away. They take you there, take you back. Food's included. They arrange the flights and everything. We literally had to put the time off work and everything's done. I think I may have said it in one of the other videos, but just make sure you've not maxed your budget out from before you even leave the country, because I don't think any dentist in the world can work out what you need from a couple of pictures and a couple of videos on WhatsApp. So you may get there and you may need a lot more work than you thought, which was the case for me. So just to give you an idea on that, my quote from the UK was £4,300. That was flights to Istanbul, all transfers included. That was, they said all-inclusive hotel, but it's not quite. You get breakfast and you get dinner. No lunch. There wasn't really a lunch service there. One drink's included, which was a soft drink in the evening, and you get water and all that thrown in as well. The rooms, absolute first class, beautiful rooms, beautiful hotel. Complex is good. It's got indoor pool, outdoor pool. Gymnasium, probably one of the best I've ever seen. So enough to keep you occupied while you're getting your teeth done. There's a text messaging service, so they'll always WhatsApp you, tell you what time your pickup is. When it's on its way, you get another text to say what the reg plate is. The driver's going to pick you up. If you're not quite there, it texts you again, say your driver's waiting, make your way to the reception. You obviously then go to the dentist, have your work done, and then once they're happy, you can go back. The taxi then picks you up again, drops you all the way back to the hotel, and that time's then yours. I think, again, I may have said it in the other video, but I added a couple of days on the end, and I'm glad I did, because quite a lot of people are taking their suitcases to the dentist, getting their new teeth fitted, and you're whizzed off straight to the airport. Now, I don't think there's any concerns with that, like you're being taken to the plane, taken home, so that you can't moan and there isn't any issues, because I didn't hear anyone with any issues, to be honest. It's more of the reason you're going there is to get your teeth done. Once they're happy, it's done. There's no point in hanging around. However, I wanted to try and add a couple of days on just to chill out. Now, it didn't quite pan out that way because the weather was terrible on one of the days, so it was half a day in the gym for me, as well as, because I bought that extra time, I was able to go back for a checkup as well. So I went back for a checkup. Now, at that point, I didn't feel like my bite was correct. So a few adjustments, and what they do is they get like a polisher out. So they just made some adjustments here so that when your jaw closes, it fits together. Absolutely fits perfect. Last but not least, they then to take a quick moulding of your mouth and give you this like plastic mouth guard to sleep in, just in case you're a grinder and you're a teeth grinder. Not the nicest thing in the world really to wear, but a little bit uncomfortable, but obviously you don't want to grind your teeth either. So they recommend to wear that for 3 months, and I'll do my best to stick to that. Really, that's about it. So 2 days back, not been too bad. Feeling quite good, looking in the mirror and thinking, yeah, I'm really happy with the results. So a little bit of discomfort, but nothing that you can't get used to really. And if you was to go to the dentist in this country and have 4 wisdom teeth removed, I'm sure you'd be on a bit of pain medication for a fair few days. So yeah, maybe I'll do some more. Feel free to ask any questions, but that's just how I'm feeling, and a few things to consider since I've been back. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.